Good morning and welcome to episode of the Stargazer. Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Stargazer. I'm going to meet with the air conditioning technician, with the air conditioning installer. You don't ceiling fan. Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of the Stargazer. So it turns out it's not that easy to talk to the camera and drive at the same time. So to recap, I had a guy coming in to install the AC, and after that, another one who came to install this beautiful, humongous ceiling fan, and that was it. That's what took, I think, 5 minutes to try to say, and I didn't get that far. So this is what I've been doing. So the floor is leaning this way. There's about 4 centimeter discrepancy. 0 being here, 4 centimeters being here, and about 2 or 3.5 over here. So I've used regular sand and cement to just level out. It's about 1 or 1.5 centimeter discrepancy now between where the finished layer of the concrete is versus here, which is the highest point in the house. So now I'm going to cover the entire floor with primer, and then I'm going to pour self-leveling compound starting from here, the deepest side, going over here and then stopping around here because this is where the actual level is. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's go. The tool that I'm using right now, it's like a brush with spikes. And what it does is it removes the air pockets from inside. So I'm almost done, but I didn't calculate exactly correctly because it's a bit difficult because it goes a bit like this. It's a bit difficult to calculate the exact amount needed. Here I just need like 2 millimeters to taper off. This is the same level as this. So this won't need anything at all, actually. It's just that this needs to be tapered off more like this. Frump, 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 and this is also the same level as there. So that's it for today. Tomorrow is a weekday, which means I'm only going to be working for a few hours. But it should be enough to finish the floor completely so I can start laying the tiles this week. Fingers crossed. See you tomorrow. So I spent about 30 minutes trying to grind down the cement that was too high. I'm just one spot like this, and I got a few millimeters off, but it wasn't nearly enough, and the amount of dust that was created simply wasn't worth it. Now, while I'm recording this, more and more cities in Spain are getting shut down because of the coronavirus again. So in the name of sanity, safety, and happiness, I have to surrender my perfection reluctantly. And so this is the layout of the tiles. What we're looking at here, this is the highest point, right? So here the tiles are laying more or less flat on the floor, and then you see the gap starts to increase more and more, but then it tapers off. So this is the lowest point, this is the highest point, this is the lowest point, and then it's kind of like in between here. So this area is where I have a maximum of, I think that's about 8 millimeters, which will have to be adjusted with an excess of tile glue. I don't see another choice. I could spend, days trying to get the floor leveled. I could also add even more self-leveling concrete and try to level out the unleveled levels. But if I look at this just outside of my own perfectionistic mind, this is the way to go. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish, and we might risk getting stuck in the city during another shutdown, which sucked last time. Didn't leave the house for 3 months. If we have a shutdown, I want to have that shutdown right here. Nowhere else, at least here. Look at this, I mean, come on. You can shut down the country all you want over here. At least I have my space, I have my freedom, I'll have my family, I'll have my health. I don't have to worry about anything, and it's just gotta get the floor ready. So I can start putting the kitchen and the furniture and everything else. We're almost there, we're almost there. Let's go. And it's another day at the Stargazer again. So yesterday I spent most of the day strategizing how to do it, where to do it, what to do, and so on. It was quite unnerving. I literally spent about 5 hours trying to figure out how to lay the tiles because of this situation I have with the uneven level. So this is the highest point, lowest point, medium point. So what I did was I laid, it's not fixed with glue, I just put this as a reference point, as the highest point. And then the longest level I have is only 2 meters, and this is about 3 meters. So I created an intermediate level here in the middle. So I use this one to find the level between this point and this. And then I started laying the tiles. Now, because this is the deepest part, I have to use a lot of glue. And I learned a really cool trick from Jeff at Home Renovision DIY. So this is the glue laid down here in this direction, which it should be. But then, to allow myself some wiggle room, I back butter the tile itself, but not just back butter. I use the trowel here as well, but in the opposite direction, so that when I have the floor, I have the tile, I lay the tile on top. It gives me a bit of wiggle room and headspace as the lines intersect with each other. I can push it down and adjust it, and I keep checking with this level. So I lay down the tile, and I keep checking with this level to make sure that I got a slight inclination, very, we're talking like 1 millimeter per line of tiles, leading up all the way to here. So this helps me a lot to keep the height of the tile until I squish it down and level it. And then I use this leveling system as well. Fantastic quality, really strong and durable, which is a good thing. You don't want these to break in the middle of leveling the tiles. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into it. Hopefully I will lay more than the 3 square meters of tiles that I laid yesterday. Let's go. It's about 6:45 p.m. and man, it's already almost completely dark. We need light in the evening to keep our lives going, to keep our mental health. Not like this, man. It's 7. It's 7, bro. 7. Welcome to another night. The first night at the Stargazer. I've finished about 2/3 of the floor. I've got a little bit left here in the corner, and then it's just the kitchen area left. Oh, also the edge pieces. But this is what it looks like so far. Pretty happy with the results. And we are at level. Job well done. Kisses for myself. Due to the fact that wifey is working during the week, I don't have a lot of time to be here because I'm taking care of the kids. So I come in the evenings and work until the bucket of glue is finished. Okay, that was a pretty long journey with very few hours per day to be able to work. I finally finished it, and now I'm gonna be late past the curfew. Shh, don't tell the police. This is what it looks like. Grouting is in. This is what the grouting looks like when it's wet. When it's dry, it's gonna look like this. And then of course it's gonna get darker with time as it ages. And I think on that note, we wrap up this episode of The Stargazer. Next time I see you, I will be installing kitchen and furniture. Time to order some stuff from IKEA. See you next time. Bye.